How's it going, you guys, and welcome back to Conservative Fitness. My name is Hudson, and today's video, I'm making a slightly different video than normal. Today I want to talk to you guys about an article that I recently read by Emily Beers on the Morning Chalk Up called, "If You're Only Offering Group Classes, You Are Basically Zumba." Now, naturally I had my guard up and I was like, whoa. CrossFit is 10 times better than Zumba. We do so much for our athletes. You know, they're gonna see such tremendous results. But after reading this article, I strongly agree with this statement, and we're going to talk about the three main points brought up, which are the client, the business, and the coaches, and why a lot of gyms are probably struggling to retain members, why they're struggling to, keep the lights on, and they had to end up closing because they're not being as profitable as they possibly could, and kind of talking about the things that they could help do to fix this and become a more successful functional fitness business. Now, first thing I want to mention is I'll have this article linked down below if you want to read it beforehand or you want to read it along with me. I will be going over just the main points and kind of getting rid of the fluff, but I will be talking about pretty much everything that you need to know about this article. So before we get into the main topics, the article starts off with, group classes in CrossFit have become like peas and carrots, synonymous with one another. Have you ever considered why, and whether the group class model is the best system for clients, coaches, and the business? Believe it or not, CrossFit did not begin with group classes. When CrossFit Inc. founder Greg Glassman started coaching, he started as a personal trainer and developed close connections with his clients. Now, I did know that Greg Glassman was originally a personal trainer, but when he created the CrossFit methodology, I had assumed that he had rented out a space, got some equipment, and then instantly started doing group classes. But it sounds like from this article that he started off just doing one-on-one type CrossFit to where, the need for it became bigger, because obviously only one person, to where he started doing small group classes, as the article finishes off with. And when he got busier, he started pulling clients into small groups, but at this point, he had already built relationships with everyone. Yet today, most affiliates rely almost entirely on group fitness, even for new clients they know nothing about. The first thing I want to take from this article is that he started off with personal training and then he built his way up to small group classes. And in my opinion, what I would believe small group and hit these words mean is probably something like groups of 3 to 5 people. Where most CrossFit gyms now will have groups of like 10 to 15 to 20 or more based on your area and based on how successful the gym is. But it's very interesting to learn that CrossFit did not start off with a small group setting. It started off with personal training style coaching and then grew from there, which is a very big key point in this article that we're going to keep talking about as we go through it. And before we talk about the clients, the next thing brought up is, but before I get into it, says Emily Beers, I must add that I am not suggesting group classes aren't valuable and that we should abandon them entirely. I'm simply suggesting they are not enough for the client, the coach, or the business and should be treated as just a small piece of the membership puzzle, which we're going to talk about more in a second. Now, the client. In short, there's little opportunity to address individual needs in a group. But CrossFit is scalable, so we can all train together seamlessly, right? While this is a topic for a whole other article, if you have ever coached for any period of time, you have probably realized this is a fallacy. It's absurd to think a generic group class program is what's best for anyone, let alone everyone, period. Now, CrossFit style programming is meant to increase a person's GPP, that's general physical preparedness. So their ability to, run after their dog if it escapes and they have to go chase it down the street, whether it be lifting up a heavy object like a couch or a fridge, able to move it out of the way. Maybe, you're hiking and then your buddy falls and breaks their leg and you have to put them on your back and carry them back down the hill. Being able to do all of these things, having the strength, the endurance, the skill set to be, a functioning human being and a healthy human being is very important. And a lot of people go to CrossFit gyms because that's what they want. They want to just, be healthy and fit and lose weight. Now, that's a good portion of the gym, of people that go to the gym, but that's not everybody. Some people want to go to the gym because they saw Rich Froning at the CrossFit Games do muscle ups and they're like, I want to get muscle ups. I want muscle ups yesterday. I need them right now. Some people come to the gym because they see Matt Fraser snatching 300 million pounds over his head. Everyone's like, whoa, that's so sick. He just threw over his head like it's nothing. I want to learn how to snatch and lift heavy weight. Maybe someone comes in just because, they just want to, again, burn calories and they saw it was a group class, they thought it was a fun community and they come in for that. So everyone has different goals when they come to the gym, and a good portion of those goals can be reached with just a group class, but that's not the case for everybody, and this is where a lot of gyms fail. So next, still talking about clients. However, beyond just the workout itself, the greater problem is an inability to help clients with the other 23 hours of the day amidst a group of 15 people. It's impossible to help them fix their nutrition habits, their emotional relationship with food, their stress levels, lifestyle choices, or sleep habits in a group. I have a lot of people that come to my gym that will go to the gym 5-6 days a week, but they end up not seeing the results they could because they like to go party all weekend, or they go home and they have pizza and beer all the time, and they're actually, or maybe they have a really stressful job, they work 60 hours a week, and they come to the gym, and even though their mind is going a million miles per hour thinking about everything else, they try to come and push themselves to a really grueling workout, and they end up either being stagnant or even degressing and not seeing the results because their body's just doing so many of the wrong things that the workout's not actually helping them. Workouts are putting your body through stress, and if you're not recovering and recuperating correctly, not just with nutrition, but with your sleep, with other stressors in your life, it can have a negative impact on how you get the results from that workout. If all you're selling is a group class membership, then you're selling a hard workout, nothing more. But what most people need is a real, trusting relationship with a coach who can help them navigate what's really going on in their lives. In other words, it's the difference between a group class client you barely know telling you she wants to lose weight, and a client you have a real relationship with admitting she wants to lose weight because she's terrified of following in her parents' footsteps and dying young of complications from diabetes. How often do you walk into a CrossFit gym? Maybe you drop in, I've dropped into a few gyms, and you walk in and they don't really ask you, what are your goals? What do you work out for? Why are you here? Because some people everyone assumes that working out is just something you have to do and get out of the way. Whereas some people go to the gym because it is a necessity. They need to lose weight for X reason. They are, really scrawny, and they had someone try to assault them, and now they want to be strong. So in case someone ever try to attack them again, they're able to defend themselves. So many reasons people go to the gym other than just losing weight. That is the main reason, but getting really close to someone and having a true conversation with them because you built that bond and that relationship with them allows you to really determine why they're there and then actually help them get the results they want. The business. In the group class model, you can't charge clients what you would if you were offering a high value service. For example, you could potentially charge $350 a month for a package that includes 2 group classes per week, as well as an individual program to tackle their weaknesses, and 1 60-minute lifestyle consultation each month. Instead, you're in the Orange Theory Zumba bootcamp market, charging $150 per month for unlimited group workouts. Now, this is where it really hit home for me and why I decided that this article is, I agree with everything they're saying in here. If you are, $150 a month is very cheap for a lot of these boot camps and these Orange Theories around my area in San Diego. A lot of these places are charging $200, $300 a month, or for like 16 classes, and they're making money out the wazoo. That's another video. If you want to talk about that, we can talk about that another time. But the fact that you're offering the same kind of just come and work out with these classes as all the other places around you, it makes sense that people don't see CrossFit as a way to build work capacity across broad time knowledge domain, build functionality and get strong and work on skills and actually learn a lot. People just see it as, oh, I can go to Orange Theory, I can go to CrossFit. I'll try out CrossFit. It was alright, a lot of group classes, too many people in the class, I didn't really learn much, I'm gonna try Orange Theory. Orange Theory, they're in and out, they got their sweat on, they liked Orange Theory better. There's so many reasons why, they could go back and forth and decide to go over another place over CrossFit. So even though when you're already in CrossFit, you see it as being the best thing in the world, there's nothing better than CrossFit, that's not how someone that hasn't done CrossFit sees it. As a result, clients don't stick around, they leave as fast as they come in, a constant revolving door, and you're left searching for new clients month after month. So I really like this example that they brought up earlier. You could offer a type of, a package, a high value package where you offer a consultation once a month. You offer an accessory program they can do on their own to get those goals they wanted. Now that they're doing that accessory program, they actually get their muscle ups that much more happy with the gym and what they're getting from the gym. They're more likely to stick around, be a long time member, tell their friends and family and coworkers, hey, this is the gym I go to, come check it out. More likely to buy your apparel and wear your apparel. And it's overall just a much better experience for the person, and you're going to receive much more from that individual as the business. Now, I can't remember where I've heard it from. I can't remember if it was 5 times or 10 times, but your current clients are much more valuable than the person that's walking in the door. You have to then build that person's trust, get them to understand your programming, get them to know that, hey, you have to trust me and I'm gonna help you lose weight and get stronger and work on skills, versus someone that's already committed and is paying a membership. They believe in you and they're willing to pay X amount of dollars every month to come to your gym. Give them what they want and make them happy and help them see the results that they really want, and then you have a lifelong member. Not only is this better for the business, because now the business has to have less heads in the gym in order to meet their their numbers that they need to hit in order to just be open and be able to pay everyone their wages. Having the opportunity to have these packages is less physical items you have to do. You need less barbells because of this. You need less group classes. You need less people facilitating the gym at all hours of the day. So having the opportunity to have these specialty class or these specialty programs and services that you provide to people will allow you to require less, overall work. Because what would you rather have? 100 members paying, $100 a month, or 50 members paying $200 a month? A lot less work overall in the long run. Now, diving into the coach. It's next to impossible for a coach to earn a professional wage and pursue a lifelong career as a full-time coach when they're coaching 20 plus group classes a week, earning $20 to $30 an hour. Thus, coaches also don't stick around, or they keep coaching a few classes a month in exchange for their membership, or they leave to open their own gym and soon realize how hard it is to run a gym. It's very hard. I've seen a lot of gyms do it. Secondly, there's very little fulfillment in coaching 5 group classes a day. It might be fun for a few months, but the coach soon feels more like a cheerleader, a babysitter for adults, or a timekeeper than someone who can actually dig into their clients' lives and make a real difference. I have been coaching CrossFit for about 7 years. I've been coaching group classes. I've done some days where there's a period of time where I was coaching 7 classes in one day for like about 6 months or a year or so, and it's very, very rough. Coaching that many classes straight is, so from how I've heard it from, I think, Ben Bergeron, and I 100% agree with it, coaching for an hour, if you are a really good coach, you're actually active and you're moving and you're helping everyone get 1% better every day and you're giving them all cues and you're literally moving around, I'll burn like 500 calories just coaching. I almost burn more calories coaching than I do actually working out, because like my heart's going at 160 the whole time trying to help everyone and keeping eyes on everybody. 1 hour of coaching is like 2 to 3 hours of doing anything else, like just working a regular job. So coaching that many classes would be draining and I would burn 1,000,000 calories at the end of the day. But coaching that many classes is just not sustainable. It's not that fun. Coaching the same workout, the same strength for the 5th time is not that meaningful. And for the same point that they brought up, when you're coaching that many classes, you see all the people that come in that you're not able to make actually a full lifelong impact with, and you can only see them for an hour, and you give them the hour workout, but then they dart out the door because they got to go pick up their kids, they got to go run errands, and then they go home and they eat junk, or they don't get enough sleep, or they're just stressed out and they don't realize that they need to start coming to the gym 5 days a week because they have too many other things going on in their life that's actually hindering their ability to recover from the workouts. So I've had a lot of experience with this. I love coaching my group classes. Coaching a lot of them as a coach is very hard, and you don't get to have the same impact a lot of people. Some people will come to the gym and you could tell them, hey, eat this and that, make sure you get enough sleep, stop having coffee after 2 p.m. and they follow along with that and they see really good results. But for some people, they just don't, they don't really know what they need to do the other 23 hours of the day in order to make that workout really last and get the results that they possibly could have, versus they're getting maybe a fraction of the results, maybe not any. I've had some people come to my gyms that don't lose any weight even though they're overweight and they want to lose weight. Some people come to the gym and they haven't hit a PR in a year because they come too often and they're not letting their body recover and actually build muscle and get stronger. So that one hits home very, very hard. And that one makes a lot of sense from the coach's perspective and from the client's perspective. Now, to finish it off, Emily Beers says, at the end of the day, I'm not anti-CrossFit. CrossFit, both as a lifestyle and a sport, continue to have a hugely positive impact on my life today, 11 years in. The problem isn't CrossFit per se. The problem is possibly because thousands of people started business with zero knowledge or business knowledge, how they have morphed into a pure group class culture. The reasons for this are twofold and actually make a lot of sense. Firstly, gym owners didn't think they had enough time to do one-on-one assessments, personal training, individual program design, or lifestyle consultations, so it's easier to throw everyone into a group. Makes a lot of sense. When CrossFit blew up, everyone that started CrossFit loved it and wanted to open up a gym. Now, maybe you bring a couple friends from the gym that you were going to, but you need, in order to be sustainable, you need to have 30, 40 people within that first month of the gym. Otherwise, you're going to be very deep in debt if you're not already in debt. So it makes sense why I have to coach all these classes. I need to coach 3 classes in the morning, 3 classes in the evening, while doing all the administration stuff, while cleaning the gym, while doing all these things. There's no way I have time for one-on-one stuff, so I'm just going to do group classes. So it makes sense why a lot of these gyms, when they are popping up, their only opportunity was to offer group classes because there's no way they could fit in one-on-one training. Secondly, gym owners and coaches didn't have the confidence to charge $300 to $500 a month or for higher end services like those mentioned above. So they reduce themselves $150 a month to be competitive with the drop-in yoga studio down the street. The biggest mistake I feel like CrossFit has made, and that has set CrossFit back and not allowed them to grow as fast as they possibly could have. CrossFit grew like wildfire, you know, back in like 2005 to 2015. It's kind of like plateaued since then. But CrossFit could have grown so much more if they made the criteria for opening an affiliate that much harder. The problem was they had the level 1 certification, everyone was taking it, opening up affiliates, but other than level 1, learning how to do a medicine ball clean and then, you know, a thruster and a burpee, no one really knew fitness. No one really knew health and wellness and how to mobilize and how to warm up and how to program. So all these gyms are just, you know, literally like, you know, rogue gyms just putting whatever together and not really helping people stay injury free, because they're just, you know, throwing these hog posh workouts together. They're not helping people actually see the results because they don't really know how much about nutrition. They don't really know much about recovery and sleep. So it made sense why a lot of people, when CrossFit first started, they would go and try CrossFit or hear about CrossFit and see people do these crazy movements really poorly and go, no, I'm not going to do CrossFit. CrossFit's dangerous. CrossFit's not healthy for you. Look at those scary movements. That can't be good for your shoulders. All these different things. But the fact that a lot of these coaches or a lot of gym owners didn't know much back then really made that much even harder for CrossFit to make a good name for itself, where I feel like now CrossFit has become more of a household name. Everyone knows about CrossFit. Ed Sheeran singing songs about CrossFit and his lady doing them, whatever. So I feel like that's probably one of the biggest mistakes CrossFit's done. They let just people take an L1, open an affiliate. All I know is med ball cleans and how to do a kipping pull-up, and I'm going to teach you, I'm going to make you fitter. I mean, it could have been very bad for CrossFit and could have caused a lot more problems, but luckily the CrossFit methodology is very true and it helps a lot of people still see results. So that's my take on CrossFit. If you are not offering, you know, nutrition, you're not offering specialty classes, you're not offering the possibility for personal training, and you're not offering like these full-on packages for your members, and you're pretty much just doing just CrossFit classes, then you are pretty much the same as a Zumba or F45, because you are just offering, hey, come in, get sweaty, get your butt kicked for an hour, and then leave. Because that's all those facilities are really offering, just a workout. They don't really care about the, you know, the true results of the members. They might, but they don't care to the extent of how are those gyms offering nutrition, and are they offering all these other things? I highly doubt it. Let me know your opinion down below, and let me know your experience with CrossFit. Check out the article and let me know what you think about that as well. Now, if you like this video and want to see more videos like this, hit the like button so I know, and I'll make plenty more videos like this because I enjoy giving my opinion and kind of starting a discussion with you guys about this. If you're not already, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We post videos every single week. If you're not already, follow us on Instagram at CrossFit Fitness, where we post plenty of memes every single day, and we'll see you guys in the next video.